I'm going to show you my workflow on how I'm able to edit my picture right from when it gets into my Photoshop. Hello, my name is Aladdin Uma. I'm a professional photographer and videographer. You're welcome to my channel. This is the right video for you to be able to tag photographers that need to understand the proper workflow when it comes to editing your portrait using frequency separation. You understand? I know a lot of people have been going back and forth saying, okay, what's the best way to edit your portrait? Is it using dodge and burn or frequency separation? There are thousands of reasons why a lot of creatives professionals actually use dodge and burn or frequency separation. But me, I actually started photography editing my pictures using dodge and burn. Then I found out the secret. So frequency separation is a very nice technique you need to learn as a portrait photographer or as a photographer or as a photographer, because it actually retains the sharpness of your image and retains the details of your image. The difference between these two techniques, I'm going to do that on a later video, but on this video I'm just going to show you my workflow. So this video is just for me to be able to show you my workflow on how I edit my portraits. And please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like this video. And so this is the raw image. This is a birthday portrait, and the theme was just to have some flower design around the heart and all that. So the first thing I did was removing blemishes from the portrait, frequency separation, and like I said, to smoothen her face. You can see also decided to make sure that we preserve the highlights, and also went ahead to sharpening the eye. You can see I brought life into the eyes. You can see how to also whiten the eye a little bit. Then you can see I worked on the highlighting her hair. You can see the difference. So these details are really important as a photographer for you to be able to bring in life into the portrait. So you can see the dodge and burn around her nose and on her cheek, to bring the concentration right on her face. And also I did a little bit of color skin retouching and color grading. You can see I popped out the color, and also I added color to the whole image. So yeah, you can see the before and after of the portrait. And yeah, basically this is just a summary of how you go about working on every portrait. And basic things that work in retouching the skin, making sure it's smooth. I see a lot of retouchers right now and photographers trying to use frequency separation or dodge and burn technique, and you see that the skin is too smooth. We have categories where, or instances where the brand, especially makeup brand and eyeliner brand, all those mostly makeup and fashion brand, they are okay with you smoothing the skin to be really, really perfect. Even if it looks artificial, it still gives them, because that's how they have to sell their brand. But other than that, I make sure I ask my clients what they actually expect. And the only reason I ask them, I want to know if there's a specific way they want their skin to look like. I've come across clients that don't want their images to be too edited. All they need is blemishes out of their face, and that's it. The way I start my images with a flat image to make sure that there's no color, there's nothing on the image. You understand? Then I start building up from blemishes, taking off blemishes, smoothing the face, making sure that the face is looking good, or your portrait is looking nice and clean. Clean is really important. It has to be clean. You understand? Then you go ahead and work on the hair. Remove every flaying hair. And me personally, I don't try to remove all flaying hairs, because I try to make sure that I leave a little bit of reality in the portrait. You don't want to like edit the portrait and make it look unreal. So I make sure that I will always leave details and some imperfections. I leave some imperfections. So if you go through my portrait, you will definitely see some imperfections. They are purposely left because you want to always retain that realness of that, especially if it's a birthday portrait like this one. You don't want to start taking out things, and have and major significance of the subject. I love shooting flat so that I'll be able to do some post skin adjustment. So I make sure I always make sure I do my skin tone adjustment on post production. You understand? So that is personally for me. There are a lot of people that prefer using the color skin on what they got on their camera, depending on the person. So personally, I love using my skin tone, which I personally did and adjusted. But so a lot of people, you can adjust it using color adjustment, using your camera raw and all that on Adobe. So there are different ways for you to like enhance the skin tone, which is really, really important. You understand? I also have a lot of preset on my website. You can just click on the link, go to my website, and you get a lot of presets you can use for dark skin, fair skin, light skin. They are all presets, so you can always use them and adjust the preset according to your light, because everybody has different light setups. Leave your comments below if you have any questions or a topic you want me to talk about. I'll make video on the topic and post it. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, Aladdin D Umar, and also go to my website. You're going to see my presets. And if you need if you need one-on-one coaching on how to edit your portrait, you can also send me an email. I'll reach out to you and we'll go over everything on Zoom. And also don't forget to subscribe on my channel, because that's what makes you special. So subscribe to my channel. Also like the video. Thank you very much. To the next video. Remember to always create uniquely. Be your own self, and you can always create magic, no matter the gadget you're using, no matter the studio or space you have. Use what you have right now to create magic, because that's how great people start creating magic. Yeah, that's how great people create magic. Yeah, that's how great people create magic.